Why are fast food sandwiches never as good? Because it's manufactured. It's manufactured. When you make something at home and you put effort into the food you're eating, if the food you make is good and not burned and stuff like that kind of thing, in my opinion, home-cooked food is always, no matter what, better than fast food. Like, you can go to a restaurant and you can get a really good chicken sandwich, but it's, in all likelihood, not going to be from a fast food restaurant kind of thing. Like, I've eaten some good fast food before. I'm not gonna deny, I've had some really good fast food before. But really, genuinely, nothing can compete with, like, a good home-cooked meal or, like, home-style cooking from, like, a restaurant or something like that kind of thing, where it's just a guy or a woman making the food they love making, and they've dedicated their craft to that food kind of thing. When you're eating food from somebody that has dedicated a significant portion of their life to that craft, to those specific pieces of articles on the menu, it's just so good. It's just so good. And when you get that same thing, but from a fast food restaurant, and so manufactured, either they are getting it out of a freezer truck or it's going through a machine or something like that kind of thing, it's just not going to be as good kind of thing. It's just not going to be as good. When you make food yourself, it's going to be better than fast food. And when you get a restaurant where the chef has seriously, and it's especially good when the restaurant is owned by the chef. But when you go to a restaurant and the chef has serious, like, love for what he does, and he's dedicated so much to the menu and to getting, like, everything perfect, the food's just going to be so much better than something that is made to be cheap, of course. And in my opinion, fast food these days is not even worth the price. I gotta admit, I got beef with fast food these days. Let's go on a side tangent real quick. I was about to get back into CS2. We're going on a side tangent real quick. Fast food these days in the United States specifically is mid as hell these days. It's super mid these days. It's overpriced, it's not worth the price, and you can't even go to McDonald's and get a dollar soda anymore. The dollar menu, like, doesn't exist. Apple dippers are like $1.75 for this tiny little pack with like 5 slices in it. It's apple dippers. They're supposed to be $1, if not under $1 a pack kind of thing. But no, they're $1.75 now. Bro, fast food in the United States these days sucks so much. It's so much money to get just the most mid food ever. And you can genuinely just go to somewhere where it's going to cost the same amount, but be genuinely 10 times better because you're going to somebody's, like, home cooking spot or something like that kind of thing. Genuinely, for me, like, these days, if I want to eat out, and I'm not really a fast food person to begin with. I've never really been a fast food person. It's always been a food of convenience for me. I don't really enjoy eating fast food per se. I would always much rather go to, like, just a normal restaurant and get something that somebody has actually put love and effort into. It's one of those things where fast food just has gotten significantly worse in the last couple years, and it hasn't gotten any cheaper. It's gotten more expensive, in fact. So, yeah, it just ain't it. It just ain't it. And Yeety Freedy, you're saying Review Bra was saying that too. I do believe I did watch that video from him. I might have seen a video where he mentioned something along those lines, if I remember correctly. Shout out Review Bra. Review Bra, genuinely goated. Love his content. But it's one of those things where I was watching, I think it was like a Popeyes video from him or something like that kind of thing. And he was talking about, like, he got food from Popeyes and it genuinely gave him food poisoning, I think it was. And I'm like, this is fast food. You're not supposed to get food poisoning from fast food. This is supposed to be, like, just food that gets the job done. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not kind of thing. But getting food poisoning from fast food is a serious red flag. And then he went on to talk about, like, the prices of, like, what the food he was reviewing in that video was. And it was, like, $35 for, like, Popeyes. And don't get me wrong, I know Popeyes has never been the cheapest. It's never been the McDonald's of fast food by any means. But $35 for fast food? You'd might as well, just at that point, go to, like, a nice, like, Asian restaurant or Italian restaurant or something like that kind of thing. Get yourself a bowl of pasta with chicken on top for $25 and then get yourself a mixed drink as well, kind of thing. $35 for chicken from Popeyes, just for the convenience of it, is ridiculous. That's insane kind of thing. And don't even get me started on Chick-fil-A and their portion sizes. Personally, I mean, like, I have allergies personally, I will acknowledge. So I when I was a kid, I did eat McDonald's and stuff like that. Chicken nuggets from McDonald's, for example, of course, goated, childhood classic. But I have allergies now these days, so I can't eat at like the majority of like fast food restaurants. So I don't have any experience with like their personal like portion sizes or prices or anything like that, just because I can't eat there. I can't eat McDonald's, Arby's, Popeyes, Taco Bell, etc., kind of thing. The only thing I can get at Taco Bell is a Baja Blast. Which I do love Baja Blast, but Baja Blast is very overpriced if you don't get it with a meal. That is my take. That is my take. You'd might as well just get like the 12-pack cans at the store. But like Chick-fil-A portion sizes, I swear they've gotten smaller over the last couple years, and the prices have gone up, and the food is just not that good. It's just genuinely not that good kind of thing. Like Chick-fil-A gluten-free buns, they started off bad, and they're still bad today. I eat gluten-free bread all the time. I don't buy the bad shit. I like my good gluten-free bread kind of thing. I eat the good shit. There is good gluten-free bread out there that is just as good as normal bread. It's just made out of like rice or potato or corn or something like that kind of thing instead. There is good gluten-free bread out there. But Chick-fil-A is choosing the worst bread possible and just farming it out because who's going to complain? You should just be happy there's gluten-free bread to begin with. No, I'm not going to get a chicken sandwich when the bread sucks and pay $12 and say thank you for it. Hell nah, bruh. I'm just going to go somewhere else where my money is better spent kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of my personal take, I'll acknowledge. I don't know. That's just kind of my personal take. Fast food, it's really one of those things where it's just kind of like, in my opinion these days, it's totally possible for places to make the fast food at a higher quality for the same price they're offering right now. That's my personal take. Places can totally do that and still make a profit. But they're not. The quality has gone down, the prices have gone up, and fast food is more mid than ever before. It's so mid. And genuinely, I really do think my money is better spent on cigarettes, alcohol, and groceries. And if I want to eat out at a restaurant, I'm just going to go to a nice place and spend, honestly, maybe slightly more than what I would spend at a fast food restaurant, get more food, and get better food kind of thing. Like, what is it? I went to an Asian restaurant a couple weeks back in my local area just because I didn't feel like cooking that night. And I was like, I kind of want to go out. So I went to an Asian restaurant. I got some food. The food was good. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. And it was like $18. It was like $18 for like Mongolian steak, I think it was. For Chick-fil-A, it's like $9 to get like just an entree 12-piece nugget. $13 if you want a meal kind of thing. Now, granted, I didn't get any alcohol. I just went for water and stuff like that, so I didn't get a soda or anything. It was just the food on its own. But I'm kind of like, I spent $18 versus $12 for a Chick-fil-A meal. I got more food. The food was significantly better, and I actually had a whole menu I could choose from that actually had stuff I wanted to eat rather than just food that just got that just got the food in my system kind of thing. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's kind of like fast food has always been for convenience, but at least it used to be like somewhat good, and now it's just not. Like fast food, in my opinion, I don't know what it is these days, but it's overpriced, it's not good, and genuinely, there has been no better time to learn how to cook than now. And genuinely, I do highly recommend just cooking because it's so much cheaper. You can literally get like, it's one of those things where I've just started thinking about like Chick-fil-A like 12-piece grilled nugget entree prices in my head every time I go to the store, because that's $9 for a 12-piece grilled chicken nugget entree in my local area. You get, I don't get full from that. And genuinely, I carry around Kind bars with me, like every time I go film and every time I get out of the house, just in case I get hungry. Because I'm like, even though Kind bars are expensive, they're like $1.75 a pop if you get them in like a 12-pack, which is what I do. They're pricey. Don't get me wrong. Well, actually, no, they're not like $1.75. They're like $1.25. So not quite as expensive as I was about to say, or I did say. But they're not a cheap snack kind of thing. They're pretty pricey for what they are. But it's one of those things where genuinely I get more full from a Kind bar than I do from a Chick-fil-A grilled nugget entree kind of thing. And I'm spending less money. And it's one of those things where the only reason I'm getting fast food anyway is just to hold myself over until I can have real food because I don't consider fast food to be real food, honestly. And it's just kind of like one of those things where every time I walk into the grocery store these days, I'm just kind of like, okay, so this giant family pack of chicken breasts, $9.64. If I went to Chick-fil-A and got that grilled nugget entree meal, I would be, getting fries and a soda. If I just got the entree, I would just be getting the chicken with a water. And they would be giving me not even one singular chicken breast, whereas with the whole family pack, I'm getting like 5 of them. And then I could just throw it on the George Foreman, throw it on the pan, throw it in the skillet, air fry it if I really want to, or something like that kind of thing. And I have food in 15 minutes at home. Why would I not just buy the family pack and cook it myself? I'm going to get more food. I'm going to get more enjoyment from it. And either way, when I'm cooking, I'm just going to be watching YouTube anyway. So it's like, I'm going to watch YouTube whether I'm eating or not. So like, I might as well watch YouTube while I'm cooking. Yeah, no, it's one of those things. It's one of those things where I don't like fast food these days. I think fast food is just overpriced shit, frankly put. I really do think it is. And this was a massive side tangent, but I'm sure some of y'all have found it very relatable. Because fast food these days is overpriced shit. It really is. It's so garbage these days. I can't think of a single fast food restaurant that I think is good value for money these days. I genuinely can't. Like, genuinely. Like, there is a restaurant in my local area where it's fast food-esque. It's just like, throw it together and it's like Korean bulgogi in a box and they throw it together and you walk outside and they don't have a seating area inside. It's like fast food without being fast food kind of thing. And it's like $16 per thing kind of thing. And I don't like paying $16 for food kind of thing, especially when I can't even eat in the restaurant. But I'm like, I actually eat it. If I'm like only half hungry, I actually have leftovers for later because there's that much food in it. I actually really enjoy eating it. I don't feel like crap afterwards because it's filled with grease. And I actually feel like I kind of got my money's worth. Like, not as much as if I cooked it and made it all at home myself. But I kind of feel like I got my money's worth way more than, like, real fast food, McDonald's and stuff like that kind of thing. So, I don't know. It's just one of those things. I don't know. It's just one of those things. You do make a very good point. It's Artemis. You do make a very good point. Like, in my local area, Cookout really is the cheapest fast food. And I think Cookout is an exception, a slight exception, to this whole sort of thing that I'm talking about kind of thing. Because Cookout really is cheap, and it still is cheap. What I'm mainly talking about when I say fast food is big chains. I'm talking McDonald's, I'm talking Chick-fil-A, I'm talking Popeyes, I'm talking Arby's, I'm talking Taco Bell kind of thing. Although Taco Bell does still have some reasonably priced stuff as well that is worth mentioning. But Cookout really is still, like, price-wise, the GOAT kind of thing. Now, I haven't driven through a Cookout drive-thru in, like, over a year kind of thing, and I've never eaten at Cookout before just because I can't eat anything there. I have allergies. They really are the least allergy-friendly, I will acknowledge. But one of the things I think really makes Cookout good is that the way they make money, I feel like the way Cookout makes money, I feel like they don't make any money on their food. I feel like the way they make money is on their milkshakes, because their milkshakes are kind of pricey. Like, I'm not going to lie, their milkshakes are not cheap. They're like, what, $4 a pop or something like that kind of thing? Like, it might be cheap compared to, like, Good Berries. Their milkshakes, they ain't like $1 for a milkshake kind of thing. It's not as cheap as a McFlurry. But that's, like, I feel like that's, like, the entirety of their profit margin is milkshakes. Because, like, a lot of people just go to Cookout for the milkshakes kind of thing. It's $2.99 with a tray. But a lot of people go there and don't get a tray with their milkshake kind of thing. Either way, $2.99, I really feel like they're making a massive profit on every milkshake, and I feel like their milkshakes are how Cookout makes a profit. Like, not gonna lie. But, Cookout is reasonable food for a reasonable price still. But the big chains, the big, like, nationwide fast food chains these days are just, they're so mid and overpriced. You ever been to Cracker Barrel? I have been to Cracker Barrel before. Overpriced for what you get, in my opinion, but at least it's good food because I do enjoy Cracker Barrel. I haven't eaten there in many years because I can't. They might have allergy menu now. I haven't checked, but I wasn't able to previously, years ago. But Cracker Barrel is goated. I will acknowledge Cracker Barrel is pretty goated. I'm just saddened that they tried to rebrand Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel is Cracker Barrel. You cannot rebrand Cracker Barrel. It's just Cracker Barrel kind of thing. Excuse me. Got a bunch of crackers showing up at Cracker Barrel. What can I say? That's just kind of how it is. And that's what Cracker Barrel is. And then they tried rebranding it. And You know, it's fucking whack. It's fucking whack. Have ever been to Sonic? I have never eaten at Sonic before, but my brother loves Sonic, so I have been to Sonic but never eaten there before. Please understand, you're saying, as a Californian, what the fuck is a cookout? So it is a Southeast United States regional chain of fast food, like late night fast food restaurants. It's pretty goated. Like the food there, meh. The milkshakes there, boom, they're fire. From what I've heard, I've never eaten there, so I can't say anything for sure. But cookout, it's like late night food. It's like everybody who smokes weed in like the Southeast United States goes there at 3 a.m. for munchies, kind of thing. It's like the ultimate munchie food from what I've heard. Like I don't smoke herb or anything like that kind of thing, but I have heard it is the ultimate munchie food from multiple people. But yeah. To summarize my thoughts on the current fast food economy in the United States, there certainly are still good fast food restaurants, but the majority of the ones that there are that are still good are regional brands, and all of the nationwide fast food chains are just overpriced mid. They don't give you enough food for the price, and it's just slop in the worst way possible. It really is. Out of all of the fast food chains I can think of, the ones that have the most reasonable pricing, Cookout is like number one, but that's a regional fast food chain. So I can't quite count that. I'll acknowledge. I would say probably out of all of the nationwide chains, like Cookout is number one for just like fast food in the United States to begin with, for like value these days. I feel like as far as like nationwide chains go, I think it's Taco Bell. Honestly, I really do think Taco Bell is like the ultimate like budget pick for fast food these days. And I say budget, and Taco Bell I feel like still isn't that cheap. But I do feel like Taco Bell, for what you get, I feel like it's better value than just about anywhere else that's a nationwide fast food chain these days. But yeah, I do think a lot of fast food is just mid, overpriced, slop. You don't get enough food for the money, and fast food is mid these days, just as an overall general kind of theme. I'll acknowledge. It's not a 100% rule, but I think as an overall theme, fast food is extremely mid these days, and it's overpriced mid as well, in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know. Just kind of my personal take. It's Artemis 047. You're saying the Popeyes by your place is good because they give you double the tenders for free. Otherwise, you wouldn't get it. Okay, that is fire. I'm not gonna say there aren't good specific like franchise locations, because there totally are. Like there's some franchise locations that are just banger kind of thing. But what I'm saying is like an overall general kind of summary, I do suppose. But if you got like a fast food place near you that like just throws stuff on the top kind of thing, like you get like a small bag of fries and they give you like all the way up to the very brim of the bag every time, like that's a fire banger deal kind of thing. But A&W root beer is designed to be drank at A&W. It should not be sold elsewhere. A&W is like number one for being mid-ass food.